Village, nestled between towering mountains and lush green valleys, lived an old wise man known for his deep understanding of life. People from far and wide sought his advice, believing his words could change their fate. His presence in the village was like a guiding light, offering clarity to those lost in the darkness of their troubles. One day, a young boy came running to him, frustration evident in his clenched fists and tear-filled eyes. "Master, I don't understand. People call me weak because I avoid fights. They say I am afraid, a coward. Am I really weak?" His voice wavered between sadness and anger, desperate for validation. The old man listened carefully, his face calm and thoughtful. He smiled gently and said, "Come with me." Without another word, he led the boy to a well at the edge of the village. The well had been there for centuries, its water deep and still. The wise man picked up a small stone and dropped it into the water. It sank instantly, disappearing into the depths without a trace. "Did you see how fast it sank?" he asked. The boy nodded, still unsure of what it meant. Then the old man picked up a large piece of wood and placed it on the water's surface. "Now watch." The wood floated effortlessly, refusing to sink. It bobbed slightly but remained on the surface, undisturbed by the depth below. The boy stared, puzzled. "I don't understand. What does this mean?" The old man chuckled. The stone was heavy with anger, pride, and stubbornness, and so it fell without resistance. But the wood, though larger, stayed afloat because it knew how to rise above the water instead of fighting against it. The boy remained silent, absorbing the wisdom in those words. The old man continued, "Strength is not about reacting to every insult or challenge. It is about knowing when to stand firm and when to walk away. A truly strong person does not waste energy fighting battles that do not matter. Just like the wood, those who learn to rise above negativity will always stay afloat in life." The boy looked up, his eyes filled with realization. All his life he had believed that fighting back was the only way to prove his strength, but now he saw the truth. True strength lay in wisdom, patience, and self-control. Days turned into weeks. He practiced what he had learned. When people tried to provoke him, he smiled and walked away. Some laughed at him, calling him weak. Others whispered behind his back, but he no longer cared. He had learned to rise above. Months passed, and the boy grew into a man. He became known in the village not as a coward, but as a man of wisdom and restraint. People admired him, coming to him for advice, just as they had once gone to the old wise man. One day, an old rival who had always tried to bring him down asked, "Why do you never react? Why do you never fight back? Don't you want to prove yourself?" The man smiled, his eyes filled with the quiet confidence of someone who had found true peace. "Because I have learned that peace within is far more valuable than proving a point to others. I have nothing to prove, only a life to live." His words spread through the village, and even those who had mocked him before began to see him differently. They realized that the greatest battles are not fought with fists or words, but with wisdom and patience. Years later, the old wise man passed away, leaving behind a legacy of knowledge. And the young boy, now a respected man, carried forward that wisdom, guiding others just as the wise man had once guided him. Lesson: true strength is not in how loudly you fight, but in how wisely you choose your battles. People may misunderstand you, but as long as you know your worth, you will always stay afloat in the challenges of life. Moral: be like the wood, float above negativity, choose your battles wisely, and never let the weight of anger pull you down. Those who learn to rise above will always find peace, success, and true strength.